Today's adventure begins as the sun is starting to set on I-4 westbound. Take a look off on the distance. Oh, I have missed you. The Mickey Power Pole. It has been 4 months since I filmed a video at WDW Property, and I decided tonight I'm going to. The first of 2022. I'm doing it. Why not? As the recording of this, it is Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. The last time I filmed a video at any of the Disney parks, whether it be in California or Florida, was October 22nd of 21. Oh yeah, there goes. You know what that is. I ended up getting a reservation late this afternoon for Magic Kingdom. It's been very busy. I've been trying to get a couple different parks, but Magic Kingdom was the only one that popped up for today, so I grabbed it. Gonna do a little park hopping. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Appears as if I got a little sunburn yesterday for riding my bike around. Fret not, this will not be an often occurrence where I document the parks as stated. This is the first of 2022 and I will occasionally pepper them in. The tram. This is a historic moment. I have not been on a tram in a long time. Way before 2021 and 2020, the trams are back. I'll explain more on how often I'll be doing this. Not too often, semi-often. Join me, shall you? Originally, I was just gonna do about one video a month at the parks, but then I got to thinking, that might be too much, or that might not be enough, and then I thought, I'm gonna go cold turkey. And I made the statement I would no longer be filming anything in the park, but now, after taking a little time off, doing a road trip, it makes sense to just kind of find a halfway medium between that. So I'm going to label and state, like this is number 1 of 2022, how many times I will be going to inside, not counting DVC and events like D23 and things like that later in the year. Anytime I go in the park, I'll state how many it has been this year. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to water it down too much. But this is a pretty happy place for me. So that's the case. Plus, these trams have not been running in a while. This would be my first time on a tram on either coast in a couple years. Pulling into the station. I'm gonna do some park hopping too. Oh, a little honkage. I'm gonna go from here over to Studios and then end at Epcot. See if I can do it in the allotted time period. Currently, it is 6 p.m. Oh yeah, this is exciting. I haven't been on a tram in a while. Long while.
Almost there. Welcome aboard, everybody. Like I said before, this is our Villains courtesy tram. Looks like you guys were parked in Hook 324.
Hook.
That means you're all villains today. You're honorary pirates. You're going to want to remember that when you come back from the parks later tonight. You're going to want to get in the villains boarding zone and not the heroes. We don't like heroes around here. You guys are all villains today.
Oh, that's good. I'm in the very back, so I get that wide turn.
About 10 p.m.
Look at this. Is a historical moment for me. I know it doesn't seem like much, but this is, look at the sunset too.
An hour and a half after 10 is going to be 11:30 p.m. We also have our fireworks show Enchantment tonight. That's going to be right in front of Cinderella's Castle at 8 p.m. I recommend getting there a bit early so you can get a great seat. It's a wonderful show. Makes me cry every time. I definitely recommend it.
Another wide turn.
It's okay. I'll tell you anyways. We're parked in Hook 324 today.
I am in Hook 324.
And welcome to our Transportation and Ticket Center, everybody. To everybody in our Villains boarding zone, just make sure you're staying all the way behind that yellow line until our tram comes to a full and complete stop. I will let you know when it is safe to board. We're going to let our friends on board exit before you...
I guess this could be referred to as my welcome home park visit. because it is the first. I'm not going to take the monorail over. I'm going to take the boat, ferry boat, and then the monorail from here back to my car and then drive over to Studios. Or maybe go to Epcot first and then Studios. I'll figure it out as I go, but gonna do some park hopping. I'm back in Florida. And I really hope the line's not too bad for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, because I would love to best remove them. I'm pretty happy to be here. It's almost a tradition of sorts to take the boat across Seven Seas. It's just something I always do. I like the boat across and the monorail out. I don't know why I do it that way, but I do. That really is some sunset over there, with another monorail going by and another monorail pulling in right here. Look at that. Feels so good out here. The weather is perfect. Perfect weather. Not too warm, not too cold. Pulling into the port. I was just looking on the app and it is 75 minutes. Look at these geysers. 75-minute wait to get on the attraction I want to go on. So that might not happen. Okay, this geyser is just geysering up to the heavens. Yeah, I don't know if 75 minutes might not be doable with the time frame allotted. I have not tried the new Fast Pass system. There's a new paid Fast Pass system here at WDW and Disneyland. And to be honest, I still have not yet done it. It is referred to as Genie Plus. And I have not used the Genie Plus yet. Just an extra add-on you have to pay for. I'm an annual pass holder, so kind of nice to just pop in when I want to. Also, daily ticket prices went up a couple days ago too, here on site. Fun fact. And while this is definitely one of the ones I wanted to do on my first visit back 2022, it wasn't in the cards. Just gonna walk around and enjoy the night. It's a nice night. It'll be here next time. It'll be here. Ooh, the mist is getting me. Okay, it's used on Genie Plus, but it's technically called Lightning Lane, and LL Lightning Lane for Big Thunder is not currently offered. I gotta research this a little bit more for my next visit, whenever that is. And another usual go-to of mine, Jungle Cruise, is 85-minute wait. And Pirates, someone just coughed, is 70 minutes. Why is the park so busy on a Wednesday? Yeah, it's safe to say things are pretty much back to normal around these parks. What a difference a few months can make. I've kind of seen the progression after the reopenings of it, summer of 2020. Slowly crowds starting to make their way back. But this is probably the busiest I have seen it in a long time. And I know it's kind of silhouetted out, but you can just see the throngs of people going by here. It's probably a good thing I'm tapering back on going to the parks as much, because I would be stressed out if I had to be here constantly with long lines like this. But every once in a while it's nice. And truthfully, one of the most enjoyable things about the parks is just walking around. Even if you do not get on any attractions or rides, it's just nice to soak in the ambiance. So, not complaining. It's good to be back in here, just wandering around, enjoying the nice, not too humid yet. Not technically, spring's right around the corner though, so it should be warming up right now. And that's why I popped in here in the evening, other than the fact I couldn't get a reservation earlier in the day. But after the sun starts to set a little bit, it feels good. It feels good this time of year here in Central Florida. One of the few times it's not too warm. Not too warm. Now usually Tomorrowland Raceway is a go-to of mine. Autopia East, if you will. But even that's got a lengthy line, so I'm gonna bypass that as well. Perhaps the People Mover might be a good option. Oh, I see it going by, the ride vehicle, the People Mover. Yeah, this might be my only option. The line doesn't look too bad, so I think the People Mover it is. Underneath the rockets there, not a bad line, not too bad. All right, going up, the People Mover. I am a people and I'm about to be moved. Oh, it just stopped. I spoke too soon, I'm not moving. I'm a people and I'm not moving. Just standing here now. I have to walk up. I have to walk up the platform. At least I'm able to go on the People Mover, which is nice. I love the People Mover. Probably one of my favorite attractions. So pretty nice that this wasn't too long of a wait. I would say maybe 10 minutes tops. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Shortest wait so far I've seen here. And I'm sure it's probably factored in and on purpose as far as Disney goes, but it would be very difficult to get everything done if you were not doing the lightning lane. That's just my first thing I'm noticing. It is really busy. And that cone has its own ride vehicle. They were cones. Okay, confirmed. At least I'm going to be on one attraction at my return back. At least I got on one, right? People moving. Off I go. I think that sounds more like Peter Pan. I do enjoy that they have this still here at WDW, where at Disneyland it has been removed from the property. I feel like I could ride this thing all day long, honestly. It is just so peaceful and so dang nice. Those of all ages down there can drive a race car. I've been down there many times. Holy cow, look at Tron. That's coming along very nicely. Going through the bottom portion of Space Mountain. Not on the ride, just on the people mover that goes underneath the ride. And I believe after this, I'm gonna head over to Hollywood Studios. And now heading up to the exit, departing the people mover. All right, Studios closes at 9, it's currently 7:15. I got plenty of time to get on the monorail, back over to my car, and to Studios. Epcot doesn't close till 10, so I should be able to get 3 parks in this evening. Decided not to take the monorail over. I'm going to take the ferry boat because on the monorail you have to wear face coverings, and I kind of want to have a face covering free evening. Even though inside the stores and inside the park and on the attractions you do not need one, you do have to wear one on the monorail, Skyliner, and the buses. So I'm taking the ferry boat. It's 7:55 p.m. Too late for a piping hot caffeinated beverage. See, I'm having trouble talking because I'm lacking caffeine at this hour. Hazelnut latte coming right up from Joffrey's. Not a lot of people here at TTC at the moment. I'm gonna walk to my car and head over to Studios. With their special 50th anniversary blend. Now there's Starbucks and Joffrey's. I would say I probably get Joffrey's more than I get Starbucks in the parks for whatever reason. Usually because the line is shorter. That's usually why. But this is a special blend. 50th anniversary blend. Cheers. Oh, looks as if they're doing the oh, check it out. Fireworks over there in the distance off over, looks like Heavy Metal Mickey here because he's technically aluminum, but is presenting the fireworks off in the distance. There goes one right there. A returning tram from taking guests back out to, hello. She's waving at the end. It's so nice that fireworks are back. So good that everything's kind of back to how things used to be, more or less. Once again, I could have taken this tram, but it's not that far. Usually I don't take the trams, I'd rather just walk, but I took it on the way in simply because it's a historic moment, if you will. Trams are back, so are crowds. Still got 40 minutes before this park closes. It's 8:20 at the moment. Took me a little bit of time to get over here. Close at 9. Should be able to get in and get back to Galaxy's Edge. Show something that is happening at this very moment. Back there. I'll give a little teaser for it, obviously. And there's no one at this booth, so I'm just going to go around the side. That's what you're allowed to do. 3 hours prior to close, each individual park, the cast members no longer collect money for payment for parking. You just go around the side here. Notice how everything's coned off, but this little side entrance, there's a sign saying, just go around. So that's what I'm doing. Still 40 minutes to close. Unlike Magic Kingdom, there are no trams that roll through here. This tram route is no longer, at the moment, quite operational. And I'm wearing, let me flip this around, an appropriate t-shirt that I got back at the reopening. This is like a collector's item now, this Together Again shirt when the parks reopened. As of right now is the media preview. Now I am not media. I will eventually at some point, well I guess technically I'm media because I filmed media and I put something out into the world that can be classified as media, but I don't have like one of those Wayne's World lanyards where you're walking like backstage. I always think about that when they're like, backstage, going backstage. I will probably at some point pay the exorbitant amount to get the Star Cruiser Star Wars Hotel experience. But right now, soon, very, very soon, should be seeing some footage from others who are staying overnight there. And I'm gonna show where the exit is from the Star Cruiser, where they pull into port and go into Batu East. I'm gonna show that while I'm in here. Even though there's no trams, there's a golf cart driving through here. It was interesting when I mentioned I was gonna kind of cut back on Disney videos. There was a lot of rumors kind of floating around that Disney was trying to cut back on the amount of people filming vlogs and videos in the park. That is 100% not true. Trust me, they open it with, they want that with open arms. They are opening their arms saying, come in here. There are people, you could take a stick and throw it and hit someone either filming a live stream, which I don't do live streams, or a video. So that's not the case. I just stepped back because I was kind of burnt out on it. Needed to kind of, you know, get the magic back, and just didn't want to really oversaturate it from my standpoint. That's the reason I stepped back, and that's really the only reason. And I'm going to continue to not do it too often, but today I just felt like stopping in. It took me a really long time to break the habit of not calling this place MGM Studios, but I think I'm over that now. And they're making an announcement of some sort as I walk down Hollywood Boulevard here. I had thought about maybe doing Slinky Dog Dash, but check it out. Even at 20 minutes till close at 8:40 p.m., 80-minute wait. Now if you go past Droid Depot, just follow, these are the droids I'm looking for, and past the area where you get the blue and the green milk, and you'll see there is the open little corridor over here with some hedges next to Kylo's ship. This is where the Star Wars Hotel transport drops you off back there. Someone just coughed behind me, about 8 feet behind me. They moved these out of the way, I'm guessing, and people walk through here. That might be me one day. Others did it today. I am not one of the others. But pretty neat to see this. I was here last night. I wasn't filming. I was just enjoying. Got myself a coffee, walked around, and noticed this, and that kind of got me thinking, you know what? There's some neat stuff that I could show. The trams, this entryway here. And that kind of was one of the many reasons that prompted me to just go ahead and put an episode together for this evening, and I just felt like coming back to the park. It's kind of like my return to Florida, my vacation. This is like a kind of little one-day filming vacation here at the parks. Doing a lot of small town stuff, a lot of back road stuff, a lot of movie locations. Why not throw a Disney vlog in? This is so cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what others experience, so that way I can make up my mind what my opinion is on it. I think a lot of others are also interested. Should be hitting the interweb soon in a great abundance. There will be no shortage. Rest assured, there will be no shortage of those covering it in great detail. And I will be watching, as I'm sure others will as well. Now that I'm looking at this a little closer, I don't think they moved these hedges out of the way. I think the hedges is almost like a maze of sorts. Because if you go over here, this roll-up door has been removed, is lifted up. The tarp that was over it for a long time, but you can see there's like a stanchion chain right there. So I'm guessing the guests, after they depart the hotel, get dropped off here, walk up, go through this hedge maze, almost like The Shining, almost like, you know, Jack Torrance would do, chasing little Danny through here, and then not emptying out into the Overlook Hotel, but emptying out into Batu East. You know, because Batu West would be Disneyland, Batu East would be Florida. It's fun to call it that. It's kind of caught on too. I'm glad it's caught on, that phrase. That's what I refer to it as. And when walking through this area, it is always appropriate to stop off and look at the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy right here. Millennium Falcon. So dang cool. This whole land is so awesome. So cool. It's really neat when you're in Anaheim. If you watch the fireworks in Anaheim are directly over these spires here. Of course here, fireworks are not over this, but if you're watching it in Anaheim and Batu West, you can almost get a Yub Nub experience. Kind of like the end of the original Return of the Jedi before George Lucas changed it with all the CGI, the fireworks kind of went up Yub Nub style. Well, that's Anaheim, not here, so I don't even know why I'm bringing that up. I do think at some point, not immediately, but at some point I would like to do another Galaxy's Edge video back in here. That might happen. Not anytime soon, but it's on my radar. I got a couple ideas back in here. I always like filming back in this area. don't know, it's just a cool, I just like the vibe back here, but more on that another time. All right, I'm gonna try to make it over to Epcot in time, head out of here and head over to Epcot. And it looks like Epcot over there is doing their nighttime spectacular around the lagoon. Yeah, that starts a little after 9, but it doesn't close till 10, so I should be able to get over there in time. You can see the little small pyrotechnics that are going up from the lagoon. Well, they've stopped now, but they were there for a moment. Yeah, there's a little bit better look right there. Oh yeah. Nice. And going past not the backside of water, but the backside of the Galactic Star Cruiser. Very soon they have the lights all illuminated back in there. Officially open for business, well, kind of, sort of, soon. If you turn down this road, it takes you to the entrance to the Star Cruiser. I'm not going to go down that road, but it's down that way, right there. And approaching the parking entrance of Epcot Center. I still call it Epcot Center sometimes, but mostly Epcot Center, what it used to be called. Got Spaceship Earth over there, illuminated very nicely. And I stand corrected. The park closed at 9, it is 9:21, so I'm not going to be able to go in. I thought it closed at 10, but it closed at 9. That is a thing of beauty right there. Getting a monorail going by? Take a monorail? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that was not planned. I thought it was the car passing. Then I realized there's a monorail going by. There it goes. Still in my car. I'm not even going to get out of the car, but that was pretty cool. And made it back over to the entrance to Celebration. There's the water tower. That's going to do it for today. It's kind of hard to read the lettering there on the side of the water tower, though. The shrouded in nightfall. That's going to do it for today. It was fun to go back to the parks. A little return to Florida experience. I won't be rushing back in there, trust me. But I wanted to do a video, and I wanted to visit it. So I did. And as stated earlier, this will not be a regular thing. Every once in a while. But rest assured, no rush. No rush to get back there. The lines are so long. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. It's pretty dang cool riding the tram, though. And no more masks. 2 historic moments in WDW history here in 2022. The vlog is over.